Hello, I'm Irving Wasserman, and this is our 42nd Inside Leisure World show. But this is going to be a completely different kind of show because we want you to know who we are, what we have to do to put on a show for you every month. And I think it'll be very interesting. The Inside Leisure World program is put together by the Video Producers Club, and that's all in Seal Beach Leisure World, you know. And then we put the show on in the Seal Beach TV Channel 3 downtown Seal Beach. Studios, well, we have participated in video producers since we have the required 8-week class that we took to learn how to do the camera and how to do the tripod. And when we hear of a nice program going on in Leisure World that might be interesting, I grab my camera, run out there and take the picture, and then I have to go to the edit room, edit it, and then get it down to Seal Beach so that it can be shown on TV. So that's what we do. What I wanted to do is introduce one of our active members here, and that's Betty Martin. Here she is, right here.
Hi, Irv.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
And it's all right. I'm glad to have you. You're one of our many active members. You are also the historian of the club and public relations, and you do quite a job there.
Publicity.
We sure appreciate all the work you're doing.
Well, thank you very much. I took the classes offered by Seal Beach, oh shoot, who are they now? Seal Beach Cable Communications Foundation. Now, I should know that because I'm also on the board of the foundation.
Right.
So I really should know that, but I don't know. It just didn't want to come out. But anyway, yeah, I took the classes, and I got certified on the camera and the other equipment. And what I think is so great about this club is that we can kind of go with our camera things that of interest to us. I know when I first got started, I belonged to a quilting class in Leisure World.
Oh, good.
And I produced a show showing all of the quilts and things in our quilting classes.
I believe I was on camera at one of your shows.
I think you were too.
Right.
And we do help each other. That's another wonderful thing, how we help each other.
Right.
On these shows. Then I also did Life Tapestry. That was one of the writing classes in Leisure World. And I kind of have a tendency to go with the things that I am the most interested in. But I do some of the government, what I call my government work too, because if they need me to shoot or produce something that is, maybe it's not of particular interest to me, but it's something that other people would be interested in. So then I will go and shoot and produce other shows other than just my own particular interests.
Come down to the studio here downtown.
And one thing that I think that we might want to talk about is people who give a lot of hours of their time for this volunteer work, like Philip and Marie Hastings. You know, for years they have videotaped the Golden Age Foundation medical lectures. Yeah. And let's see, I think I have a picture here of Philip and Marie.
Anyway, there's the picture now.
There's the picture, and they were awarded pins by the Golden Age Foundation for putting in over 300 hours of volunteer time.
Wonderful.
This does take a lot of time to videotape these and then do the editing and put the credits on and everything and get them down here.
One of the things I'd like to hear more about is that Tall Ships show that you did.
Oh, the Tall Ships. I'm telling you, that was one of my very favorites. I have that in my scrapbook, too. This is my historian scrapbook.
Oh, yes.
We have the opportunity every year to enter the WAVE contest. This is open to all the West Coast or the Western states video producers and community producers.
Yeah.
This past year, I produced a show on the tall ships that came into Seal Beach, and I entered that video into the WAVE contest. Now, I didn't win any awards, but I understand that one of the gentlemen here in Seal Beach did get, I don't know if he got an award or if he was just one of the finalists.
You certainly should have. It was a real nice show.
Yeah. So anyway, we all have the opportunity to enter the WAVE competition every year.
I see. Well, that's very interesting, and we all have a lot of work to do before we can get a show put out. That's right.
It does. It takes a lot of people, and we have about, I counted up today, we have at least 16 very, very active people in our club. We have a lot more people in the club, but only about 16 that are very, very active.
Right. That's right. Well, we are almost out of time to talk to you, and
well, I'm sorry about that, but I know you have some other people from the group.
We do have other members of the club that would like to be here. But before somebody else comes on, I have a role in that I'd like to put. Tell us about the kind of class that we have to go through to become one of the members here. So whenever you're ready, you can put the role in on.
With the cameras and some of the camera movements, and Bob's behind the camera now, and so is Mary and Nick. Yeah. And hi, Bob.
Hi.
Looks like you got a nice group of students here.
It's a very nice group of students here.
We're so happy you said that.
A new videographers.
Uh-huh.
No, I wear it. It looks like it might be
I've got an idea that maybe we can make a program about the Seal Beach Chamber of Commerce and to encourage more Leisure World residents to
Get involved?
My father taught me how to wink when I was a little kid.
We're going to be doing a show called Inside Leisure World, which will encompass the use of the studio down there. And we would like to get any one of you people who love to direct.
Area here.
There's a lot of clubs here that people may,
It's
so
possible that Iris, but
and
see
what
what's
you do
happening
is as a,
when
maybe
you
you be the
start because of the
videographer,
bright.
3 clubs. And you can go to the clubs, videotape it, I'd help you edit it down to 3-minute section, and then we roll it in, do a roll-in on the show there. So you don't have to really do a whole half-hour show.
Yeah, sure.
You can just do a 2 or 3 minute one. Dick, and then we'll come and do a nice little quick shots of all these little things you can do around here. Okay, Bill, we'll see you next
week?
Friday then.
Oh, hello, Bob. You're another one of our active members, and I'd like to have you tell something about yourself. Go right ahead.
Well,
Your name? What's your name?
been a resident there at Leisure World now for about 5 years, and prior to that I lived in Mission Viejo, south of here, about 50 miles. But my main activity today is in conjunction with the old World War II ship, the steamship Lane Victory, which is moored at Pier 94 in the Los Angeles
beautiful
Harbor.
ship there, too, yes. Yeah.
And I spend...
what do you do on the ship?
My main function, I'm the chief radio officer.
Oh, radio.
And so I take care of the electronics and that sort of
and you do
equipment. And when we go out on our cruises, as we do during the summer.
And ham operator. ham operator on the radio.
Well, I'm speaking primarily of our commercial operation, but we also have a amateur radio station on the ship.
Yeah.
But my main function is with the ship's radio communications and
Uh-huh.
electronics.
Fine. I know that you also work with one of our next guests here, Kate Pettigo, and I thought maybe we'd get her on here pretty soon.
Well,
And
Kate is a very interesting person, all right.
you want to call her in here? Call her. Let her
Come on in, Kate.
Sure. Here she comes. No, you sit over there. Let her sit here. All right. Fine. Hi, Kate. I'm very glad to be working with you, and you've been a past president of our Video Producers Club, and that was back a couple of years when I got started with the club. So would you tell us a little about yourself and what you're doing, your pedagogue portraits and whatever?
Yes, I'd be very happy to.
Yeah.
I was president for 2 years, and I followed Hal Robertson as president. He was president.
Oh.
And Paul Rowland was president before
Speaking
then.
the mic.
And Jim Clow was president before that. He was president for 5 years. He
Oh,
was
my.
a very fine camera person. And I've adopted the program of Pettigo Portraits.
Right.
And
Yeah, tell us about that. That sounds interesting.
well, it's all on account of Bob, because he got me interested in the ship.
You mean it's all his fault?
It's all his fault.
Yeah.
First thing was Philip and Marie wanted to do a program down on the ship, and the four of us went down there. We interviewed the officers of the ship, and they
Yeah.
told us the history.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a very interesting history.
Yeah, I'll bet it was.
And then I took the camera when I haven't had any practice really on the camera,
Yeah.
down to San Diego on a
Yeah.
trip.
Oh, yeah.
And I used about 5 tapes, and I got an hour's worth of good out of it. But I really am pretty good on the edit bay, editing tapes. And so then I did a Pettigo portrait on Joe Vernick, who is with the Lane Victory. We talked about his experiences when he was POW in Manila for the whole duration of the war.
Oh. I mean, he was a prisoner of war. That's what he was.
He really had a tough time.
Oh, prisoner.
They ate grass and all kinds of things.
Had to keep alive somehow, and he
Yeah.
managed. That's great.
And I did a Pettigo portrait on Bob Smiley, but Irv Wasserman
that's
was
me.
the camera person on that.
Yeah, I was. That's right. I
And
worked on
he's telling about when he was a boom man for the movies.
Right.
That's a sound man,
Yeah.
and told about the different great actors that he worked with. I worked on one for Alan McDonald,
Right.
and it's spelled with M-A-C, D-O-N-A-L.
Yeah, right.
He has started a company of Mack lifts. He was
Yes.
a heavy construction metal worker,
Yeah.
and he makes these lifts for people in wheelchairs to put them on
In a van,
vans
yeah.
and into their homes, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
He even has an arrangement where he can put into a car and the seat will slide out, and then all the person
Oh,
has to
boy.
do is to get up and walk away.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. Those are very handy, yeah.
And I had one more. Let's see who he was.
The,
The piano player. And
what piano plays that?
Frank Barrois, he plays the piano in the Leisure World Clubhouse 1 on Saturday nights.
Oh,
He's-
yeah, the
He's a
dance.
wonderful pianist. He
Dancing,
plays
we
the-
do it Saturday night, right? Very good.
and he also plays the organ
Yeah,
for
right.
ice
right.
skaters.
So you interviewed him on Pedicle Portrait?
Yes, and
Very
Hal
good.
Robertson was the camera person for
Oh,
that.
good. Yeah, see, we all help each other with the
That's-
projects. And,
That's the main thing. is
Oh, yeah, we-
Everybody helping each other.
and we work together in putting these programs on. All right, that's very good. I'm glad you could be here. And now I think we're going to present another of our members. And his name is Dick Davies. So Dick will be coming in here right about now.
Fine.
Yeah. Hi, Dick. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, great.
Just fine, thanks.
Great. You want to?
You know, I'm president of the Leisure World Video Producers
Right.
now.
I happen to be vice president.
Yeah.
So,
And we've been doing Inside Leisure World now for over 4 years, I believe. Rob Roy initially started it, and after a year or so, I took over and was producer for approximately 30 episodes. And then Ray Jarris has been several, and now it's moving between people. But one of the things that is really nice is that we have worked with, on the show, other producers. Seal Beach producers have helped us, and the Leisure World producers have helped the Seal Beach producers do some of their shows. We have a roll-in that will show some of the equipment here
Oh, good.
in the studio. So if we
yeah,
could
there's a
have
lot
that
of
now?
lot of equipment back here.
Yeah.
So sure, let's see what kind of equipment it takes to put these shows on.
This is a picture of our lighting system. The controls for the lighting is there. This is back in the control room with the all the equipment needed to put the show on, the directors and all of the information, et cetera, et cetera. Camera work
Yeah.
is from the camera work is
Oh,
being
there you
shown
are.
here.
Right.
And that's controls for the new cameras that we have. These are, the new cameras are all digital cameras and really a big improvement over what we had before. Some more of the control room equipment and people. There is, like it says, lots of action back in that control room
Yes, yes.
when shows are being done.
That's right.
It's amazing the number of people that you have to have along with the
You
guests
only,
and
you only
people.
see one or two people on camera,
In
but
front of the
what's
camera.
going on back in the control room is
Right, lots of people in the
right.
back.
Yeah, there's some more people there and working on different equipment, and and you have little monitors for different.
Getting some more of the
Functions.
control equipment.
Yeah, that takes that shows which camera goes on at what time and so on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still 3 minutes of this. Boy,
Yeah. Well, keep going if you
lots
can.
of people. Some of these people are independent producers here in Seal Beach.
They come up here and do different programs in our studios here.
You bet. Yes, they do.
Yeah. So,
We've also done remote shows out in. We did the Christmas show this year
yeah.
and showed it live. That
Yeah.
was with the a truck that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a truck full of equipment, and that goes out on location when we need to. Yeah.
If it's close enough, we can run a cable from the truck out here, back here to the studio and show it live.
Oh. It's great. I didn't know if you...
We had hoped someday maybe to use microwave links or something like that to do remote shows, but so far we can't figure out how to do that
Yeah.
economically.
Yeah, right. There's some more buttons and levers to push, and
Yeah.
a lot of equipment, a lot of people to make these shows.
Right, these are VTRs that they're showing now that are either used for the roll-ins or actually tape the show while the show is being edited or put on the air. Or we do it live to tape.
Yeah.
The Inside Leisure World is taped ahead of time and then showed in regular slots on the following month.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's right. We don't get something finished by the 15th of the month. It won't be shown the following month.
Right.
But it goes on several times during the month.
This is showing the audio control board that controls the sound
Right.
for the microphones and
Right.
for roll-ins and so on.
Right. This is a lot of equipment that people don't realize we have here to put on a show of like Inside Leisure World and many other shows that are done here in the studio.
Inspect the switching equipment that switches the cameras, and this is the titling equipment that sets up the titles that you see on the
Oh yes, yeah.
when you're watching the program.
Names under
Guests'
when people come on
names.
and yeah.
And
that's
your name at the beginning of this show,
right,
being hosted by.
right. Uh-huh.
These are some of the monitor, or one of the monitors back in the control room that, so the
Right.
people back there can see what's going on. And that's a countdown timer.
Yeah, right. Well, we still have a little more time on that. There we are. Now, you do other things besides you're on the board of directors and so on?
Right, but as Kate mentioned, there were, it's Seal Beach Cable Communications Foundation,
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
and I'm on that board, and
Oh.
that's the board that funds all of the programs that are done here.
Oh, wow, great.
Whether they're ours or whether they're local producers,
Uh-huh.
it's all funded by the Seal Beach Cable Communications Foundation.
Very good, very
So-
good. All right, now I think we have two more guests to go yet, and
Okay.
I thank you for being here and
Yeah.
talking about things that we do here. So,
You're welcome.
yeah, thank you, Dick.
Sure.
Here we have Claudine Young, sit right down here, and Bob Slater. Would you like to come in here?
Okay.
There you are. Hey,
Double
hi.
duty today.
Double duty, right. He is not only on camera, but he's also our floor manager for today. And he does other jobs. He works on cameras when we need him. He does a lot of different things. What about you?
Well,
You had something? No,
I'm one of the new kids on the block.
Yeah.
I've been in the club for about 2 years.
Yeah.
In fact, Claudine and I were in the original training with Robin.
Yeah.
And I've done one thing, one production. I actually got in the video club to learn how to edit.
Yeah.
Because I've been in front of the camera a whole bunch, but I have
Right.
not been
Right.
behind the camera, especially
yeah.
from the editing standpoint.
And editing is quite tricky and really needs some need to learn how to do that. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, I got to tell you, Irving, this one little production, and I know Claudine's going to be on in 1 second, but this one little production turned out to be 15 minutes and 4 seconds. And I got to tell you, it only took 60 hours to edit that.
Yeah.
So,
it does take a lot of time.
For
to-
you people that are watching this thing, you always see the finished product, but you don't have a clue as to how much time and effort goes into it.
That's right. That's right.
And I think
Claudine, I think you want to say
I'm
something.
new too, like, but fairly new. We've been in it 2 or 3 years, and we took the class under Robin, and I've done mostly camera work.
Yeah.
I've helped you,
Yes,
and
I've had you help me on different shows, right?
I worked behind Fred Cooper's backstage. Backstage with Fred
Backstage with
Cooper.
Fred
That's a lot of
Cooper,
fun
right,
because you
right.
get to meet the stars.
Right.
And I haven't done. I did my first production about 2 months ago, and it just came on the air, and that was
the
very
blood pressure.
exciting too.
That blood pressure thing, you
The
mean?
blood pressure program.
Yes, that was very informative. Really.
Well, like Bob said, there's a lot of work goes into this
Yes, it
for
does.
that 30 minutes on the air.
Right.
And
Right.
by the way, I'm still the floor director. I've just been informed you've got about another minute to go.
Almost.
Okay, what else have I got?
I know. You've helped. Yeah, you've helped me very on quite a few shows. We do the Easter shows and Christmas shows for the Baptist Church. We do the Leisure World Orchestra, and we do the theater club when they put
Anything
on
that
plays
happens here,
and so.
we photograph.
Fine. So, yeah, well, when I find something interesting in Leisure World to tape, then I need some help, I certainly call you for help.
Well,
and you get on second
was
camera.
interested in the blood pressure, so
Yes.
I took that up as a
Yeah,
project.
that was good. Well,
Something I was interested in.
We also had the West Coast Swing Dance Club.
Yes.
And so I think we're just about done here in time, so I'm glad you came up here to tell us about yourself.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Well, we
Right now, I think,
Oh, yeah, we wanted, there's going to be, I wanted to learn editing too, like Bob, and there's
Yes.
going to be a video
good enough
now
for you?
that was done by Ray Jarrett about our new Casablanca, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I have Ray Jarris in my sights here. Ray, what are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to edit. I want to use this close-up so we have all the controls in here that we can pick the different scenes. And okay, so now let's see how good a job I did of matching the two scenes up. We reset and set in points, and let's see how it sounds. That's pretty good. Since I've already synchronized, I can get the points that I need right off the counters. And I change the in points. And there, that's what I wanted to get, was him looking over his shoulder at us. So let's check this out and see what it's going to look like. Do a preview. Huh? Good. That's what I wanted to get. So, and then we'll find some more places that need to be touched up.
What if you wanted to put the young man's name on the on that edit?
Okay, what we'd have to do then is come over to our character generator, and that would put us onto this screen up here. Okay, Richard as Ivanhoe. You can spend sometimes an hour on 2 or 3 minutes of final scene. That's the problem with editing. It's called a tag, and we tag right with the person, with the image.
Editing, did you learn it all the first day, and in Robin's classes, and then just continue?
No way. It's a case of, first of all, you've got to learn which controls what, and the fact that this controls your master tape, which is what you're trying to build. This one controls the source, and then this controls something else which is visible up here on another screen. You can adjust the audio. You can make sure that the sound level is not so great that it's distorting and it's blasting your eardrums. You also make sure that you've got enough sound.
Thanks for showing us this equipment, Ray.
Okay.
Fine. If anybody is interested in seeing our being one of the members of our club, the phone number is in the club section of the newspaper. Please give us a call, and we'll arrange to.